Yeah, metaphor. And you know that it's me up on the track, and I'm known for putting CT up on the map. Season 4, believe we needed that. Try to see who's the best ever team to lead the pack. And since the name of this thing is Run It Back, take a walk down memory lane, let's run it back. You got Kennedy, Kane, and Willie, Career, and Crosby. Holy Cross, Sacred Heart, not leaving out Naughty. At the rivalry games, you probably saw me. To the dudes I omitted, forgive me, I'm sorry. Y'all balling out here, man.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining in on another episode of Run It Back. I'm Eric Lewan, and I'm pleased to be in the presence of the man that makes it happen, the man behind the scenes. If you guys may not know him, but this is Mr. John McColl, and, you know, he's the supervisor of recreation here at the North End Rec and within the city of Waterbury. But, John, can you tell our listeners, give them a brief description of who you are?
My name is John McColl. I'm the supervisor of recreation for the city of Waterbury. I oversee all the 4 rec centers that we have in the city: the North End Rec Center, the Washington Park House, Chase Park House, and the River Walden Rec Center, as well as the 3 outdoor pools that we have. So I was born and raised in the city in the South End. It's a full circle moment for me to be in this position. I was born and raised going to Washington Park House and the River Walden Rec Center as a kid.
Gotcha.
I went to preschool inside of Washington Park House. Worked my way up. When I was old enough, I was able to start volunteering at these park houses as a kid. My first job was a camp counselor. Every single job that we have in this department, I have worked.
Wow.
When I was the age of 25, I got my first full-time job here. Worked here for about 2 years before going to the city of New Haven and getting a promotional position in that aspect. Stayed there for a little bit, went to Weathersfield, another promotional position, and then by the grace of God, the director position came open, and I ended up coming back here to run the department.
Wow. Talk about full circle. Like, you really full circle.
Yeah, no, it's very humbling in that aspect. I knew how important it was for my parents to have somewhere to have their kid go when they were trying to make ends meet, and now my mission is to try to deliver that to the community.
Awesome. And you are definitely doing that. Doing a great job, as I must say.
Appreciate
you know, one of the things that we kind of was talking about off camera is how the rec has that feel, like that old school feel of the boys club. Like it's like it's 10 something in the morning, but the door's been open since 9 something, you know, and it's going to be open pretty much all day today, and it's a Saturday morning at that.
That's been my mission of coming back here, was trying to get these rec centers open, having a lot of programs here. That's no disrespect to the people before me who did a great job in their positions. But my goal was to try to bring more. Going to the city of New Haven, leaving Waterbury is probably the best thing I ever did. I got to see what other cities are doing and start trying to bring what we already had here and bring more opportunities to our kids and our youth, getting these rec centers to be open 24/7, 7 days a week. We're open on every single holiday, every holiday weekend. For today, we have the girls versus girls class, the basketball tournament. We have your bike club.
Yes.
So we have a big soccer program with over 250 kids in it that's running out of Chase Park House.
Wow.
So that's in the west end of the city.
Yes.
But our soccer program's booming. We have a big travel program that's going on. That's all going on today. The pools would have opened this weekend for Memorial Day weekend, Hamilton Pool, but with the weather, it's be closed. But there's a lot of good stuff happening at these rec centers, and that's kudos to my staff. You're talking about I'm the man behind the scenes, but nothing happens without any of these people. So shout out to all my Bureau of Recreation staff that really make it happen on a day-to-day basis.
Wow, I didn't realize how much, like, and this is a holiday weekend, so a lot of times, like, recs are closed and, you know, and it's not so much activity, but, like, all your rec center spots is kind of like running full-fledged, this weekend and stuff like that.
7 days a week. There's something inside of a building every single day.
Wow. And even church. Like, I've come in here on Sundays and there's been church going on in here. So
New Year's Eve, there's church masses and all of that. Like, we're really growing.
For sure.
Like I said, that's kudos to my staff, as well as Deputy Director Mark Lombardo. Recreation falls under Public Works in the city, which is very different from most places.
Okay.
But he is the man that would be above me. He's the director for Public Works. So I'm the head of recreation. There's 7 bureaus in Public Works. We're one of them. He gives me full range to really make things happen. And coming on 2.5 years ago, he kind of gave me the keys to start running things the way I want it to. And like I said, my staff is the boots on the ground, though.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Yes, I'm the leader of it. Nothing happens without any of them, though.
For sure. Now, you kind of shared what inspired you, right? What's your vision moving forward, though? What do you see in the future with the rec centers within the city of Waterbury?
So my vision is to continue to keep growing opportunities for kids. Waterbury is a special place. I'll say in this aspect from being other places around the state. We have so many people who care.
Yes.
There's always a lot of bad light shed on the city and what's going on. There's so much positivity going on to the rec centers, to other organizations like PAL, who's doing amazing work. My goal is to us to start collaborating more together. There's a big disconnect with a lot of partners in the city.
Yes.
We are stronger together than apart, and that's one
Absolutely.
thing I continue to keep saying. Anthony Ireland and I had a big conversation recently, who's the CEO of the YMCA now. There's some stuff in the works between the rec department and him.
Okay.
Can't say it yet, but it'll come out soon.
Shout out to Aunt Ireland, too.
Yep.
AI.
We need to start working together. There is so much mental health problems with children in this city that we need to start working together to start opening more doors and opportunities. One thing I will say, there's a lot of duplication of services.
Yes.
So I think that's the one thing we have to try to get away from as well. But my vision for the rec centers would be is to keep these doors open, continue to keep offering more programs. For instance, we just started a tennis program. There's no tennis programs in the city.
Wow.
So we have a tennis program running out of Chase Park House right now. USTA, it's the United States Tennis Association, is running that program for us. We were able to get a grant for it, so it's only $25 a kid for 8 weeks. They get tennis balls, they get tennis rackets, providing different opportunities to kids that is not the same as basketball or football. There's a lot of kids out here that don't want to do that.
That's right.
Soccer is growing in the city, but tennis.
That's right.
I want to keep offering more programs. I want to start having more mentorship programs, guiding kids at a young age to get to adulthood. I worked in the Bridgeport Juvenile Detention for some time.
Oh, boy. You had your work cut out.
I did. I did. But you know what? It was enjoyable. You know, growing up in the city, you get to see a lot of things. Went to all public schools, Hopeville, Westside, Kennedy. I like to connect with children. If we don't start trying to make a difference now, it's our fault later on in life.
That's right.
So
That's right. Because I believe we got to pour into them, not to cut you off. I believe we got to pour into the kids.
Agreed.
If we're not pouring into them, what do we expect to get out?
We're getting nothing out, and it's our fault. And I think
Exactly.
a lot of people will put the blame on, oh, the kids did this or the parents did this. But for myself, my parents did a great job raising me, but I also had a lot of influence from other people
Yes.
growing up in the rec centers, honestly,
Absolutely.
that gave me direction in ways that my parents could never give me that direction. So really trying to focus on the mental health and disconnected youth. Shout out to my fiance. She does a lot of
She's in the building.
she does a lot
Hello.
of disconnected youth work with PAL and with many other organizations that she works for. It's also inspired me over the past 2.5 years
Yes.
to really start focusing on our youth and the mental health aspect of it. So I can't stress that enough, of really starting to focus in on taking care of the well-being of our youth.
Absolutely, absolutely. In today's time, you know, mental health is like so prevalent within our communities.
Yep.
So we need to have these services in place, kind of like a place for the kids to go and, you know, us as adults, we get stressed and overwhelmed, but the kids get stressed and overwhelmed as well, just like being a kid.
Yep.
You know, because they have so much exposure to the things that they see on social media. Like back in the day, I hate to say back in the day, but back in the day, you know, even our music on the bus was censored. They didn't
Yeah.
play certain types of music on the school bus. We definitely didn't have access to like, you know, the internet and all that like the kids have now. It's
Yep.
almost, you could put parental guidance, you know, on these tablets or these devices, but you know, there's always another kid that don't have it.
You're right.
So the kid's still gonna see it and get exposed to it. So it's
100%.
like they're open to a world of, you know, a lot of unknown. There's a lot of predators out there. There's a lot of things that they shouldn't even be seeing in terms of violence.
Agreed.
You know, it's desensitizing them to violence and to the things that adults shouldn't be seeing, but the kids have, you know, open reign to it, and their minds and their brains are still growing. So they're taking in all that. So it's causing, you know, more harm. But our job is to, you know, channel that. You know, they need to have a mental health hub where, you know, we can attack some of those mental health issues, and it's even allowing them safer ways to navigate through social media.
Yeah.
You know, telling, teaching them the do's and the don'ts and, what not to look for, what you shouldn't be looking at, you know what I mean? So, I think as adults, as community providers, like support teams, throughout service providers within the city, we all got to come together because we all can play a part and do something.
We're not doing enough.
You know what I mean?
I think a lot of people never want to recognize that and say that. We're doing a lot, but we are not doing enough.
We're not doing enough, for sure.
I have one rec center, River Baldwin Rec Center, that we run throughout the school year. It's kind of our youth prevention league.
Okay.
We get a grant from the state of Connecticut, which is Geraldo Reyes, state rep in that area.
Okay.
He gives it to the Hispanic Coalition. The city and Hispanic Coalition goes into a collaboration. So we're on a youth prevention program, which is great, but that's only one building.
It's only one building.
I mean, you're only serving 200 kids.
Right.
In the public school system alone, there's 18,000 kids. So what if you did the percentage of that, what is that?
Right,
It's not enough. So I agree. There's a lot of exposure. Social media has been a blessing and a curse, I think, to this generation, my generation, even generations above. There's so much exposure to a million things, and there's so much access for kids. To your point, back in the day, like, you weren't hearing a swear on the radio.
No.
Like, that was unheard of.
That was unheard of.
Now it's completely everywhere. I think we also, as adults, have to start learning how to talk to kids, though.
True.
So we can put a lot of expectation on kids, but I think we also have to put a lot of expectations on ourselves. I think that goes to the rec centers, but also into the school system. It plays a major role, which I think school systems, we have to start combining with them. The kids spend most of their day there. They're at school more than they're at home. Getting adults to speak to kids in a proper way, to connect with them, because a lot of kids are going through mental health, emotional distress. Their home life might not be well.
No.
We have to start connecting with them, giving them the resources to have that outlets, where a lot of kids are keeping that inside and then they're acting out, and then we're wondering what's going on, but are we really doing our best?
Yeah, right, for sure. Well, John, I mean, you guys, you got an impeccable team. You guys are doing great things within the city. Is there anything that you would like to leave our listeners with before we sign up?
Caught me there. I'd ask that the community just shows more support to organizations that are doing stuff, and realize that in Waterbury, we really do have a lot of people who are trying very, very hard to make a difference in this community. More than anything, I want to thank God for this opportunity that I had to speak with you.
Absolutely.
I want to thank my fiance, my daughter, my entire Bureau of Recreation team, and I'm blessed to be a part of this community. It raised me to who I am, and now there's a quote that I live by. It's Muhammad Ali. Your service to others is the rent you pay here on earth. And I try to really live by that on a day-to-day basis. I don't take life for granted, and
Sure.
These rec centers meant so much to me as a kid. I know how much they mean to the parents and the kids in this community. I want to keep trying to make them better. Yes,
absolutely. Well, guys, there you have it. We tracked down the man that puts it together. But he's doing great, amazing work in the city. The city needs it, and the city needs us all to come together too and do a little bit more. Be more a presence. Like it's Saturday morning, the rec is open. We got kids in the gym right now as we speak. So don't be shy. Come to these recreational hubs. We have them on every part of the city.
We do. West End, South End, East End.
They're all over the city. So we got them, we have access. You guys have access. Just come in, All I say is that we all kind of like do our part, and we can come together as a team. The kids need us because what is our future without the kids? You know what I mean? So
the doors are open. Any organizations in the city, please reach out. The doors are open. We have 1 million people walking through every single rec center to help out. Whether you're a nonprofit, you need a space, please reach out. We're open.
Yes, indeed. So I'm Eric Lewan from Running Back CT. This is a special edition. I had to track my man down, and I'm with John McColl, man. Thanks for tuning in. Signing out. Running Back CT. Thank you, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Your favorite show, Run It Back, is leveling up. We will release interviews on a weekly basis, and every Run It Back moment will officially be launched on Spotify. That's right, stream us anywhere, anytime. Make sure you follow Run It Back on Spotify and tap in. This movement is getting bigger, brighter, and bolder, just like the brand. Thank you for the support. Now, let's run it back.